Got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Black Knights. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Silver,
Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Wade. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LID. Distinctive destinations, all I
19!
Right there in the middle, 55.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Not today, you are. Not today. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the drill.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Allen going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier. Darius Leonard on the tackle.
To throw, it's Allen. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run with Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check pass. Check pass.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I got you.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Switch.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
Field goal. A 27-yard.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Wade. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Bring it. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Rig alert, rig alert.
Wade in the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Colts 14, Black Knights 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shift. Kill. Check nickel. Hawk 70. Out.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Wade. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 58 to Mike, 58.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down, Wade. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wade. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this time, Allen will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos.
Now Taylor. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hatchet. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Miles Boykin, incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run here with Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's another London 1st down.
They'll run with Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 21, the 40, past the 20, 10.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
For the extra point.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down, Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Regular. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Say it.
They'll try to run with Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Come on. Sack. Panther 60. Panther 60. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. Oh, he trucked him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
20. First down, Colts.
Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Check safety. Pick the edge. Hiking 18.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cowboy 80. Here we go, D.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and run, Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, go 58 to the mic. 6 man. Check curls. Gun. 58's Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it. Alert!
On play action, Allen, and going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
39-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
58, Mike. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Allen's throw is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come 19. Come 19. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Back to throw. Wade. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Warrior 70, Mike 5.
Looking to throw. Wade. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
The Colts, first down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
58, Mike. I got one. Tight dog. Cowboy 80.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Let him know. Watch twist.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Colts 48, Black Knights 23.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
5 wide.
To throw again. Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Allen again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. On play action, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. On the right side open is Gesicki. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I would.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts
Yeah,
pick it
yeah,
up.
baby. We
And
coming.
that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the man.